Welcome to Lesson 10 about the Southern Tagalog regions of 4A and 4B of our course on Philippine culture and tourism geography. In this lesson, we will uncover the unique charm of the Southern Tagalog regions, namely Calabarzon or Region 4A and Mimaropa or Region 4B. These regions are known for their one, vibrant history and rich cultural heritage, stunning natural landscapes from active volcanoes to pristine beaches, diverse culinary offerings, and globally renowned handicrafts. And definitely in this lesson, you will learn about geographic and political profiles of regions 4A and 4B, the key attractions, traditional crafts, and local delicacies. The role of the One Town, One Product or auto program of the DTI or the Department of Trade and Industry in boosting local tourism and entrepreneurship. So let's dive into the heart of Southern Luzon's beauty and culture. By the end of this lesson, the students should be able to, one, analyze the geographic, political, and cultural profiles of the Southern Tagalog regions and their importance to Philippine tourism. Number two, explore the unique attractions, local products, and cultural contributions of regions 4A and 4B, highlighting the role of the OTOP program in promoting regional identity. Now, let's proceed to the geographic profile of these regions. When we say region 4A, that is Calabarzon, we have these provinces, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. That's why the acronym is Calabarzon, which stands for Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. So it is located in southern Luzon, surrounding the eastern and southern fringes of Metro Manila. The notable features, among others, are the Taal Lake, Mount Makiling, Sierra Madre mountain range. And as for the climate, it's tropical, generally type 1, two pronounced seasons, that is wet and dry. As for Region 4B, that is Mimaropa, the provinces are Mindoro, Occidental and Oriental, Marindoque, Romblon, and Palawan. That's why its acronym is Mimaropa, which stands for Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan. It is located in the southwest of Luzon, scattered islands of Luzon and Visayas. So the notable features among others are the Apo Reef, Mountain Halcon, Puerto Princesa Subterranean River. As for the climate, it is varied, tropical forest and tropical savanna in Palawan. How about the people of Calabarzon? The prominent ethnic groups are basically Tagalog with some Chinese influences. As for the languages, Tagalog, which is widely spoken, and English. How about Mimaropa? The main ethnic groups are Tagalog, Mangyan, that is in Mindoro, Cuyonon in Palawan, and other indigenous groups. As for the languages, again, Tagalog, Cuyonon, Hiligaynon, Palawan, and of course, English. Now, let's proceed to the political profile. As for Calabarzon, the regional center is Calamba City in Laguna. And as for its strategic role, it poses as the industrial corridor of southern Luzon, and it is heavily urbanized. As for Mimaropa, the regional center is Calapan City in Oriental Mindoro, and its strategic role is to serve as the ecotourism hub, agricultural and aquaculture base. Now, how to get there? As for Calabarzon, we can go there as it is accessible via South Luzon Expressway or SLEX, the Star Tollway, and the Manila East Road. By railway, we can make use of the Philippine National Railway lines to Laguna and Quezon. As for the Mimaropa, we can take advantage of the flights to Puerto Princesa in Palawan, San Jose in Mindoro, and other regional airports. And by sea also, because ferry services to Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan from Batangas Port are always open. Now, how about the tourist attractions in Calabarzon? We can mention, among others, Taal Volcano and the Taal Heritage Town in Batangas, the Pagsanhan Falls in Laguna, the Mount Banahaw in Quezon Province, and of course, the Rizal Shrine in Calamba, Laguna. How about tourist attractions in Mimaropa? We can mention Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park in Palawan, the Apo Reef Natural Park in Occidental Mindoro, the Marble Beaches of Romblon, and the Moriones Festival in Marinduque. Now, let's take a look at the Southern Tagalog region's YAMI program. So, the program focuses on farm-to-table and coastal culinary tourism. And events like the Laguna Culinary Festival and Malasimbo Arts and Music Festival in Puerto Galera are worth mentioning. So there are also partnerships with local farmers and fisherfolk to highlight regional gastronomy. Now, how about culture and handicrafts in the region? In Calabarzon, we can mention embroidery from Lumban, Laguna, the woodcrafts and furniture from Paete, Laguna also, the Taal Batangas Barong Tagalog weaving, which is very known, and in Mimaropa, we can mention the Mangyan baskets and textiles from Mindoro, the marble products from Romblon, and the Cuyonon music and Palauan tribal arts. Now, let's take a look at the cuisines and pasalubong in these regions. In Calabarzon, we can mention Batangas Bulalo and Lomi, Laguna's Buko Pie and Espasol, Quezon's Lukban, Longanisa and Pansit Habhab, and in Mimaropa, there are seafood specialties like Palawan's tamilok or woodworm and fresh tuna, the arrowroot cookies from Marinduque, and the mango-based products from Mindoro. Now, how about the one town, one product program of the DTI for the Southern Tagalog regions? As for the Calabarzon, especially in Lumban, Laguna, we have the embroidered clothing. And in Taal, Batangas, we have the Barong Tagalog and hand-embroidered piña product piña fabric. And in Mimaropa, especially in Romblon, we have the marble products. And in Puerto Princesa, we have the kasoy or cashew nuts and handicrafts. So as we conclude our journey through the Southern Tagalog regions, here are the key takeaways. First, the geographic highlights. Region 4A and 4B, they offer a diverse mix of landscapes, from Taal Volcano in Calabarzon to the coral reefs of Apo Reef in Mimaropa. And as for cultural treasures, it is sufficient to mention that these regions are home to unique traditions such as the embroidery of Lumban, the Mangyan crafts of Mindoro, and the Moriones Festival of Marindoque. And for tourism gems, Calabarzon features industrial and heritage tourism, while Mimaropa focuses on ecotourism with its pristine natural wonders. Now, how about culinary delights? From Batangas, Bulalo to Tamilok of Palawan, these regions boast distinct flavors that reflect their heritage and geography. So these regions demonstrate the rich synergy of culture, nature, and local enterprise, making them essential destinations for tourism and cultural appreciation. So we have also listed the references that we can consult for further details on this lesson. And next meeting, we will proceed to lesson 11 about the Bicol and Western Visayas regions. So let's continue our journey across the archipelago to celebrate the richness of Philippine culture and geography. Thank you and see you then.